Hey y'all, well here it is Saturday evening in East Texas. Promised to walk up the old lane. I guess I've made it about 100 foot. That's what lies behind me as I climb this old hill. Path full of memories for sure. Let me see if this will do it in justice. We'll walk it and you'll see it's fairly clear. That's down to the road. It's kind of a gradual slope on this old place. Used to be big enough to drive a truck or car through it. Had pine trees bordering each side, kind of a canopy through here. Of course, that's changed over the years and doesn't have to be cleared. No reason in it other than just wanting to do it. I'll ever have a little want to do something. But been a good week. A lot of coldness. I remiss a little bit. My eldest son had a birthday Thursday, and wanted to come on and wish him a happy birthday here, but we did it privately and on my personal page. It's dark and the hours changed, so didn't really permit me doing anything after work. That's all right. Jeremy, my oldest, lives in Illinois and gave me my first granddaughter, he and his wife Alicia, and little Bella. And really proud of that young man. Just got a heart for family and good faith, and just love him. Hate the miles separate us so deep. But this old path's coming along again. Doesn't have to be done, but so many memories. More so my aunts and uncles and cousins, as I was a youngin' back in those days, when there was something going on they needed to talk about, maybe work through, clear the air if you would, or just for a stroll. This is pretty much where it happened. They'd break off from the group during the holidays and go handle whatever was going on. I'm expecting to find even more little treasure finds, but I did. How about that? Big red, 10 fluid ounces. Yep. I think I showed that before, but that's pretty cool. But got a little fire going this evening, more for a function over relaxation. Lose a chicken or two along the way through the week, and thank goodness for the cold air they can hold. But I don't like just throwing them in the woods or anything like that. Don't want the dogs getting into them. If they have a disease or any type of ailment, it's best off to burn them. So had a few carcasses we had to get rid of this evening and make sure everything else on the place stays okay. But the more when I'm working on that little path again, doesn't have to be done. But just use a machete, ease along. I could get a tractor in here and be done in a day, but there's no fun in that. And just kind of my meditation time and quiet time, if you would. Had me reflecting, seeing old boys parked a SUV, compact SUV, on the other side of the fence there. That back part of the country is leased out for deer hunters, even though here it's right out on the outskirts. But a couple of things crossed my mind. First, I'm looking at him and thinking about the logistics. If he gets him a little venison this afternoon or this evening, he may haul it out, but I don't know where he's going to put it. That's reminded me of an old story about faith and how that works. You know, if you're going to go skin a bear, don't show up in your bare feet. You got to be prepped in case it happens, right? So he may be hollering for a little help. Well, look at there. There's a little puppy. How about that? I got one of them that's pretty outgoing. I think it's that one. He said, not that outgoing. I'm out. It's getting close to dark, and here, that other one's over here. I got to break away from that. Show y'all real quick. They're about to bed down for the evening, but they're doing fine. Got a male and a female, and Mama and Daddy are doing fine. They've been testing the boundaries of that electric fence that I've got for them, and thank God for neighbors. Every time somebody sees one out by the road, I get a call, and thank goodness for that. It's definitely not a bother, because their curiosity, I don't want it to end in a bad situation. Hey buddy, how are you? That's a big old dog. But clearing that path, seeing all the hate that's around. really got me to thinking about each of our lives, and mine especially. You know, you have things that happen along the way, and some of us have to check out a little early, tragic death or whatever happens, but I don't think any of us are getting out of here alive. That's time's design. But those of us that are blessed with a little extra time, it's a good thing to heal. As I age, I don't know if you call it wisdom, I just call it a little learning. You have folks that have done wrong to you and whatever you perceive it, and maybe vice versa, but life's too short for that, to harbor anger or grudges or whatever. This one is want little loving this evening. I know it, buddy. I know it. I ain't barely 5'5", and I think if he rears up, he's gonna be bigger than me. Ain't that right, buddy? Okay. Well, almost. But everything's good on the place. We've got another special day coming up tomorrow. Young man that has looked life right in the eye and had a few challenges with health early on, and I mean he's a trooper. It's my wingman, Jordan. He's my second eldest son, and he's going to turn 22 tomorrow. Got him a little oilskin duster that he's had his eye on for about 1.5 years. I know, a good year. And the Outback Trading Company he's had his eye on, I went ahead and gave it to him a little earlier in the week, because it's been kind of cool around here. And he don't get excited too much or say a whole lot, but I had to pick up the wrapping off of that gift from the kitchen floor about 30 minutes later, and once he opened it up, that was it. He was happy. It's good to see smiles on your kids' faces, ain't it? I'm blessed to be able to do that. But, good dude. He's well, here come the puppies. Look at there. Maybe they're not too shy. They're gonna go see Mama. I know what that's about. Bo didn't like that at all. Somebody's showing out. Hey! Yeah, they'll stop in a minute. They just want to let them know, don't come in this pasture with that nonsense. Done messed up the whole feng shui, isn't that what they call it? All that peaceful evening with balling tires. But, hopefully they drive a little safer on their journey. It's all right, guys. All right, y'all scared him off. Good job. Ain't that something? Life in the country. Good stuff. We got a duck on the place, y'all. It's out there with the chickens. And my cousin Greg, y'all keep him in your prayers. He battled a pretty bad virus that attacked his liver here a while back, and he's doing better, but he's in the hospital with pneumonia. Runs Wannabe Fishing, loves truck stop there in Lufkin. Good man. Big heart to serve. But he'll be fine. Just prayers for a quick recovery. But he had bought his wife a duck. They live in town, so I don't know how they expected that story to play out. But when he was sick here a few weeks ago, I guess one of the dogs got a hold of it, broke its wing, and didn't heal back properly, but they needed to get rid of it. It was in a cage, so we got a mallard hen out there with the chickens, and she's doing fine. She had to kind of assert her authority. Them chickens didn't understand that funny looking chicken, so they tested her the first few days and found out she had a little bigger beak than they did. So they backed off, and everybody's getting along fine out there. But she'll be all right. She's under protection with these two beautiful dogs, with 2 on the way. I'm anxious to see. They're about 6 weeks old. We're gonna have to hit a vet visit here pretty quick, get them checked out, and I've got some sources for the basic shots, but I want to get them off on a good start. 2 beautiful little old puppies. It's about taking care of them. But, back to happy birthday to Jordan. That's my buddy. He don't see him out here working a whole lot, because this is all just fluff work. We've got the house to the point to where it's livable, and he takes care of it right on, keeping it clean in there. And somebody asked me one time, I don't ever see him out there doing yard work with you, because it don't have to be done. And he's thinking, that's Dad's thing. I'm gonna just let him go out there with that machete and chop a path through the bushes. If it needs to be done, he'll be there, and he's helping right along. But that's my buddy. Love him much. But tomorrow's his birthday, and we'll celebrate with my dad and family over in Huntington, and go to church. And he's gonna go over there this evening. I asked him a while ago. I said, "You going over there?" He said, "No." I called Papa and said, "Tomorrow we'll come over and just make a day of it." I'm like, "Well, that sounds pretty good, son." Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to get off here and go tend this fire a little bit and go snuggle up next to that big old heater I've got in the living room. Just counting my blessings and thinking about old paths. Maybe we need to clear a few more along the way, y'all. Won't hurt nothing. Grudges don't do anything but kill the person holding it. That's what I've observed. So, when you hold one, apparently that person's really done you wrong, and probably with good reason. But here you are, the person that has done you wrong, holding that in your heart. They're living rent-free in your head. It don't make no sense. Best to bury it and move on. Try to find some peace about it. Be the light, right? Let me do a quick check off. This old battery is trying to tell me it's time to get off here. But I'm gonna see who all's on this evening, say hello, and we'll move on. I don't know, I guess it's gonna freeze tonight. I need to go turn them heat lamps on for those babies out there. They'll be fine. Had somebody give me a few quail eggs here about a week ago. I've got them in the incubator. We'll see what happens. I'm still trying to process. That egg ain't but that big. If a quail comes out of it, I'm gonna have trouble. That's a little old bitty thing. But we may have a few quail to merge in with the chickens. Now it needs a goat, right? I don't know if Sissy and Bo would handle a goat very well, but we may get one before it's over with. All right, let me see who all's on. We're going to check off for the evening. There's Miss Susan checking in. Alicia's watching up in the Carolinas. There's Angela. How are you? Yeah, happy birthday double time, right? Jeremy's was Thursday, and Jordan's is tomorrow. Thank y'all for that. There's Sharon, Brian Deb Long, saying howdy. And there's my other proud son, Mr. Lance Johnson. He's my youngest. He lives up in Illinois. We'll get to spotlight him in April. But proud of that young man as well. Let's see, there's Miss Elizabeth. Let's see, Marie. Yeah, they are. They're looking good. The dogs are, Brian. Thank you. There's Cheryl Swain Williams. Walking in the woods. Yeah, I'm saving that bottle. No worries. There's Miss Debbie. And my Aunt Pat. Yeah, the grave is the equalizer. That's another thing about hate. You know, that's funny about grudges and hate and things. You can carry one on your shoulder, but if you and that person was in a situation where some tragedy happened and they needed your help, chances are you'd probably give it. When all the bets are off, no matter how bad you'd been done wrong, you're going to give them some help to get them back to living again. So why in the world wouldn't we do it a little quicker without all that? Never figured that out. I really haven't. I guess I'll know on the other side, but that's ignorance on parade for me. If you do it when they're just bleeding out and dying, and you'll do whatever it takes to save them, it's all right to still hate them, I guess, but what? Anyway, whatever. I'm moving on from that. All right, there's Charlotte Patford. Pneumonia, Ruff just got out of the hospital, really kicking. Well, glad you're on the mend there. Charlotte saying happy birthday to Jordan. There's Marcia. Thank you. Old Bo's over here making sure it's safe for me to sit down, I reckon. We're going up the path. Go check it out, buddy. I don't even blink if something's prowling around here. Happy birthday to Jordan. Oh, today's her 6th. Well, happy birthday to you, Miss Cheryl. Good to see you. And happy birthday. Hope it's been a good day. There's Deborah. Emily Camille is checking in from Lebanon, Tennessee. There's Charlotte. Doris in Lott, Texas. Know right where that's at. There's Janet saying happy birthday to Jordan. And Marcia from Irvington, Alabama. Well, howdy there, Miss Tammy Jo. Out of Lufkin Way. There's Donnie. Angela, need a good goat and a horse. That's right. I sure do. Misty saying, So, don't get no goat. Yeah, I imagine these two dogs would get that in check pretty quick. There's my pirate friend out Louisiana way, Miss Chris King. How are you, ma'am? And Joanne's checking in. And happy birthday to Jordan from Misty. All right, I think that'll do it for this evening. I have rambled on. Like old Led Zeppelin, huh? Some of y'all get that reference. All right. Well, in another circumstance, I'd have some nice barbecued chicken about now, but I don't know if y'all want to partake of this charcoal mess right here. Part of life on the farm. Just is what it is. Y'all have a good evening. Be the light and clear those paths and get all that hate. Ain't no sense in it. There's Miss Carolyn Fuller and Carla Davis checking in as we close out. Hope you worship in the place of your choice tomorrow, and let's just do right this week. I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe I will. Be light. We'll see you later.